Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is D-Free, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super review, in which we are going to be reviewing Dragon Ball Super episode number 25. So, the episode takes place where the last one left off, with Goku showing off his new form, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan / Super Saiyan Blue, whatever you prefer, it doesn't matter. Pretty much, it takes off, as I said, where the last episode left off. He's showing the form off, and Frieza's really just not impressed. He's like, okay, well, I understand what this is. Goku gave a brief explanation. I talked about that in the last review. And Frieza's like, okay, well, sorry, but you're not strong enough. He's like, okay, well, I'm still going to win this fight. And it was interesting because he was incredibly cocky. He was like, yo, I'm sorry. He's like, sorry, bye. Like, it was like, damn, bro. Obviously, he didn't say these exact words, but that's pretty much what he said. The gist of it was like, he was like, Goku, sorry, goodbye. You're going to lose. And it was hilarious. He's like, I could kill you in a second, but I'm going to savor this. And I was like, damn, Frieza is such a savage. I still don't fucking like the guy, but he's a savage. I really just, I don't know. It's just my personal thing. He bitches too much. I'm sorry. But no, from there, they proceed, and Frieza actually tries to, Goku asks Frieza to unveil his form, the fruits of his training, to show off what he has now. And at that point, Frieza's like, okay. And he tries to get a little sneak attack. Goku's like, cut that shit out. Please stop. Because you keep on trying the same antics. And I believe even in the sub, it's like, stop repeating yourself. I was like, damn. But no, he keeps trying the same, sneaky, dirty maneuvers. And at that point, Frieza's like, okay, I had to see if you were worthy of my form. So he goes ahead, transforms into Golden Frieza for the first time in the anime adaptation of the Resurrection F stuff. And at that point, that's when he pretty much says, Goku, you can't win, goodbye, the stuff I was talking about a moment ago. Then they proceed to start fighting, and from here, the fight sequence is definitely different from the movie, but the aspects of the fight are pretty much the same. They're pretty much even at this point. Well, Golden Frieza appears to be a bit stronger, which he pretty much was, but they're pretty even for the most part. It's pretty much the same way that they've been the whole entire time. Towards the leg end of the fight, though, once again, that's when Frieza starts to kind of ramp it up a bit. Goku starts losing the battle, and the episode ends with Frieza standing over Goku. Goku's pretty much defeated at this point. I don't know if in the next episode he's going to jump up like, oh, I know your weakness. I mean, pretty much what happened in the movie. I don't know when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen. I don't know when he's going to get shot, if that's going to happen. It seems like maybe they may change all that stuff. We don't know. But I think that, this episode was interesting, to say the least. Fucking episode, man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not one to talk about the animation that much. I really just don't. Because, it's like beating a fucking dead horse with a fucking stick, or whatever the saying is. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But this episode really looked remarkable. In the first half, I was like, GG, okay, GG, Toei, GG. Last episode was complete shit animation. This week, I'm like, yo, GG, it looks great. And then, somewhere around the mid-episode intermission, where they do the little fucking cutaway and they play the little sound with Goku's family and Vegeta's family and whatnot, and they came back from that little break, bro, and it just was horrible. I was like, what the It's almost like they swapped groups that was doing it, and it's hella noticeable. Like, Goku was looking great before that break. His aura looked remarkable, and it just looked really, really bad. And I'm sorry, I don't want to call anybody out. I don't. But I'm not doing so either. But like, for example, Rhymestyle was like, yo, they're rushing. I'm like, still, I can't justify this. I don't care if they're rushing week to week. It's not the finished product. I don't care. That doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. It's justification for bad work. It's just bad quality, because a lot of other, I'm not going to say every single one, a whole bunch of other weekly animes still find a way to get their production done properly to where the fucking series looks great. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to give Dragon Ball Super an excuse. I'm not. It's just not the way things should be done in 2015. You shouldn't have to wait for a DVD to come out, a Blu-ray to come out, where they clean this shit up. If it's not done, if they were not ready, they should have waited. That's just the reality. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to rant, but it's just like, it looked really good in the first half, and it just was a complete letdown for me in the second half. I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? I don't know. That's just my whole mini rant out the way. I'm sorry about that, but I'm not gonna make excuses. I love Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna make excuses. I'm gonna criticize the shit out of the shit. If it's the shit out of this shit, the shit out of the show. If it's just bad, it's just that's just the way it is. Other notable things that may have happened, that did happen in the episode, was, Jocko was just there, doing his thing. Jocko's a beast, I love Jocko. He kept trying to snap pictures. He's like, I've never seen a Super Saiyan God before. He's snapping pictures. Boom, he breaks the camera. Because he was like, if I show this to them, they're going to come and blow up the planet. I don't know why he would do that anyway. But she breaks it, and then, he sees Frieza transform, I believe, but he tries to snap another picture. She's like, how many do you have? And then Beerus and Whis show up, and I almost got so caught up in my rant that I forgot about the big news for this episode. Remember a few weeks ago, let me take it a little further back. Remember in the beginning of the series when we saw Kaioshin and Old Kai, and they were like, what happened to those planets? Okay, there was some destruction. And you remember when Goku and Beerus were fighting, they were clashing, they were destroying stuff. And once again, we cut to those guys and they're like, wait a minute, these two planets weren't involved in this fight. It's just something that, something to that effect. It turns out that around episode 18, 16, 17, 18, in that area, we see Champa. We find out about him and Vados. Oh, Vados is so goddamn. My bad. We find out about those guys, and it turns out that they were looking for the Super Dragon Balls. We knew this because of the manga, and obviously they're the ones that destroyed the planets. So Beerus and Champa and Vados and Whis make an encounter while Beerus and Whis were making their way to Earth at the request of Bulma with her freaking parfait or whatever, the fucking ice cream. And, they run into each other, and Beerus is like, what the hell are you doing here? This is my universe. You need to be in your universe. You don't have any business here. And, Champa was really vague. He didn't really explain why he was there. They just kind of nitpicked with one another and they left. But that was definitely eventful because it was not expected. I did not expect it, but really it makes sense because they're starting to sow the seeds for the next few episodes because the Universe 6 Champa stuff is going to be starting in the next month or so. So they're starting to lay some of those seeds there. So pretty much they leave off in search of the rest of the Super Dragon Balls. It turns out that they have 5 at this point, and that's why they're destroying planets, as I was alluding to a moment ago. So, they show up on Earth, and Beerus and we show up on Earth, and then, Frieza sees them. He's not scared like he was in the movie. He was just like, oh, I hope you're not here to interrupt. He was a little bit intimidated, but in the movie, he seemed terrified as hell to see Beerus. So, yeah, Beerus is like, I don't care about this. And then, he was like, anybody that's close to me won't get hurt. So, yeah, they all kind of slid over there. And Jocko wanted a picture, of course. I kind of bounced around in my review, but the episode once again ends with Goku and Vegeta and Frieza fighting, and Frieza standing over Goku in triumph. So next episode, we're going to get a little bit more in the fight, obviously. They're going to continue the battle. I didn't see in the preview anything about Vegeta going SSGSS. I don't know how this next stuff is going to shake out. Hopefully it varies. I do appreciate when they vary from the movie and their version of the story. But it looks like Goku may be making a counterattack. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think that may be what the preview is called. I don't know. I really don't have a whole lot of analysis for the episode because it was mainly just action and talking. And comedy. That's pretty much what every episode is. But there really wasn't a whole lot going on. The main thing that just caught my eye was a damn animation. I got that out of the way. But let me know you guys' thoughts on the episode as a whole. Let me know you guys' thoughts on my review. If there was anything that you guys didn't like about my review, let me know down below in the comments. But that is it for me. I will see all you guys in the next Dragon Ball Super review. I deeply appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the review. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.